What up, guys? So we have hard mode released, so it's time to peep K's story. I always did like that animation. And also the song, wrong one. I imagine they're gonna keep doing the song stuff, right? For these events. I'm glad they turned it down from last time. That shit was hell loud. Undisclosed location in the Ark. Perilous siege safe house. K stares down with sunken eyes at the sentenced targets brought in earlier. 2 men and 1 woman have their arms and legs tightly bound and tape sealed over their mouths. Scattered around them are various samples of a drug prevalent in the Ark referred to as mist. K peels the tape off of one of the man's mouth. Please don't kill me! There must be some kind of misunderstanding. As the man's body hits the floor, it is accompanied by the clink of a shell casing landing. K removes the tape from the other man's mouth. So this is how it ends, getting used then tossed to the wolves? You don't have a clue, do you? The judges and Perilous Siege are worse than us. The statement causes K, who is aiming her weapon at the man's head, to pause. At least we're being honest about being dishonest. But oh no, not you. You prattle on about justice as if there's anything righteous about this dirty work. The bullet grazes the man's cheeks, interrupting his seething tirade. Shut up. Get it over with, will you? Just kill me already. Another casing drops. The man collapses, his face frozen in contorted rage. K looks down at the growing pool of blood with dead eyes. No! The remaining woman, who is still tied up, watches with terror in her eyes. After glancing her way, K pulls out a phone and dials a number. Before there is even a ring, the line connects with a click. Report. Request for stay of execution. Stand by. Denied. Execute immediately. And if I refuse? Murmured voices can be heard on the other end. A voice different from the previously monotonous tone is now coming from the phone. It is the voice of an elderly person. K, are you listening? X? That's right. I believe this is the first time you've heard my voice. And yet you still recognize me. That's because you're the only one of the upper strata who still seems human. I'll take that as a compliment. However, I believe we have a misunderstanding to clear up. The man's voice immediately drops all pretense of warmth and shifts to a cold and emotionless tone. Kay can feel the hairs on her body stand on end. The judges are a committee. Everyone has an equal say, and therefore, all decisions are impartial. However, the letters in our code name also stands for something. To borrow the terminology you just used, one could say we're divided into the upper and lower strata, yes. So tell me, what do you think that means? Remember what your name stands for. Accept the consequences of the choice you made. I'm waiting for a response. For the sake of a righteous judgment. Call disconnects. K grips the phone tightly and clenches her jaw. Having overheard the call, a look of resignation washes over the woman sitting in front of K. Undisclosed location in the Ark. Perilous Siege safe house. There's the sound of a single gunshot. Then, the echo of a shell casing rolling on the floor. Then, several more shots. It's that particular time of day, when the weariness of a full and busy day is intermingled with the satisfaction of having spent your time well. Here's today's breaking news. Traces of illegal drug trafficking were found in an office in the Ark's Western District. The building in question was completely destroyed, leading the ACPU to suspect inner organizational conflict. Things out there are getting grim. I absent-mindedly watch the TV for a while, then get up to take a shower. However, I sense that someone is already in the bathroom. In the past, this would have caused me to panic. But that was then, and this is now. I smile and open the door. Oh, hi. What? When the hell did she get in here? I wanted to borrow your shower for a minute. Don't worry, I'll be out of your hair soon enough. Kay's voice seems dispirited, and I can see bloodstains on her face. Are you okay? You're not hurt, are you? I rush over to check on her. Take it easy, that hurts. I'm not sensing Kay's usual abrasive energy. First things first, let's tend to these injuries. And how do you intend on doing that? I was going to call Mary or Pepper and notify the entire world about Perilous Siege and what we do. Don't worry about me, I'm not badly hurt. I just need to stay here for a moment. And then I'll be fine. Kay! Kay's eyes close as she slumps over, and I rush over to catch her before she falls. Let me get you into the other room. I try to lift her, then she weighs 300 pounds. But she's unexpectedly heavy. What is that? Come on, we both knew she'd be heavy. Careful. I'm on a mission of great consequence. They outfit us with special bodies for such missions. They're completely different from those you pick up without a care. When you're out gallivanting with your Nikke girlfriend. Kay curls up inside the tub. Leave me be. I'll feel better soon, and then I'll be gone. I'm sorry for making a mess of your bathroom. What are you doing? I'm going to stay here until you feel better. Kay stares blankly as I sit next to the tub. Whatever. Do as you please. After responding bluntly, she slowly closes her eyes. A while later, Kay has managed to clean herself up. I then summon up every last ounce of strength I have and attempt to help move her. Phew! Are you okay? Sounds like you're the one who needs to lie down, not me. I'm fine. Just gotta catch my breath. Fine. After giving a perfunctory response, Kay turns her back to me. Yes? Hi! I think I've lost my memory. What the? Again? Dude, what do you mean? Not quite the same as Arcana's. It's not all gone, but there are bits and pieces missing. On top of that, I have no recollection whatsoever of the past week. The last thing I remember is formulating a plan to collect intel for a top-level mission. The next thing I knew, I woke up inside the safe house, and everything in between is a blank. Do you remember how you got your injuries? Not a clue. They don't appear to be severe and certainly don't inhabit my movements. Like Kay said, the injuries do appear only to be surface-level cuts and scrapes. It's hard to explain. It's like my body's refusing to move. At any rate, that's the situation. I also can't get in touch with any of the upper strata or D. Do you think it could be... I doubt it. If they wanted me dead, I wouldn't be here right now. The judges aren't nearly that sloppy. So what does that mean? Probably just one of those things. Something the judges consider perfectly normal. You don't seem so certain. Do you really believe that? I'm gonna put this one. What other choice do I have? Throw my hands up and wait for things to unfold? I've got to proceed like usual. Wrap things up, leave no loose ends, and deal with any aftermath if and when it comes. Is that how you usually operate? Yes. Perhaps feeling a bit more energized from our conversation, Kay sits up on the bed. Speaking of which, heading back to work. You catch on quick, I guess. Humans are intuitive creatures after all. Yeah, but I'm not so sure I want to get used to what's going on here. I agree. Who is it? Take a guess. Just a moment. Tell her to come in, and she already knows everything. Alright. Come in. Hello. Wah! Arcana walks in with a beaming smile, then promptly spins around upon seeing Kay. You two go ahead and have fun. It's fine, come in. Sorry, but I kinda hoped it'd be just the two of us being intimate. Yo, whispering sweet nothings to each other and all that stuff. Dude, she moved on. She moves fast. It's not what you think. Hey, we can still do that after. After a while, Arcana finally calms down and explains why she came here. Why she came. There was a break-in at the library? What the? The Forbidden Library, to be precise. My room isn't the only entrance into that place, you see. Normally, they're tightly sealed, but Arcana shows us a picture of a metal door that's been split open like a sheet of paper. One of them ended up like this. You call that a break-in? I know, the word barely does it justice. The other thing is that the alarm never went off. I only discovered it when I didn't have anything else to do. I mean, when I was making my rounds. Kay and I exchange a silent glance. Let's go. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Yeah, a break-in at the Forbidden Library and the memories of a perilous siege member mysteriously vanishing? There's no way it's all a coincidence. Did you say you lost your memory? I've got a great method that works for me whenever my memory gets wiped. If you want, I could keep it to yourself. Oh, okay. Let's head to the library. Arcana takes us to the scene of the crime. A bulky iron door thicker than my body has been torn apart like a piece of cloth. Is this passage normally unused? I personally don't use it, no. But others do? During emergencies, yes. Arcana glances over at Kay, who is examining the door. You mean... Yes, this passage is occasionally used by the members of Perilous Siege. It's connected to the path that I usually take. Neither I nor anyone else uses it often. So we employ additional security measures to keep an eye on it. Did you report it? Yes, as soon as I saw it. But for some reason, I haven't received any response yet. I started wondering what I should do, and then I figured that since you're connected with this place as well... That was smart of you. I'll ask the higher-ups myself. Wait. I suddenly remember Kay mentioning how she was unable to reach D. No answer. Damn, she ghosted me too! From D, you mean? She's probably on a mission. She's always hard to get a hold of. Really? She always answers my calls? Maybe she's more proactive about answering calls from her husband. Look at her face. I don't think that's it. Anyway, let's go inside. Inside? Whoever did this didn't do it because they were bored. They were looking for something. That's true, but is there anything missing from the archive? I checked the highly classified materials first, and luckily nothing is missing from those. I didn't have time to look at the other materials. Then we could look together. Good idea. If we figure out what's gone missing or what's been damaged, that might clue us in as to who the intruder was. Kay pushes the iron door further open for us to go in. Let's go. The passage eventually intersects with the corridor leading to Arcana's room. Upon arriving at the Forbidden Library's reading room, we commence our search. not long after that. Well, that was less hassle than I thought it'd be. This room holds the documents that are one level below the most highly classified materials. I've already checked them. I see a wooden door which resembles the one I saw before, leading to the room where the Goddess Squad records were housed. On it, there is a sign that reads S1452, along with a crude lock. It's open. You're right. The faint, musty stench of old books waft through the crack of the open door. What kind of records are kept there? That's where the records pertaining to Perilous Siege are stored. What? Let's go inside. I'm feeling very not good for the health of me. Inside, the room is in complete disarray. Oh my gosh! Those wicked thieves, they've made a complete mess of the place! Arcana hastily begins picking up the books scattered on the floor. Forget about those for now. More importantly, it looks to me like some of the books are missing. What? Just as Kay said, some sections of the shelves are noticeably empty. Do you have any ideas what those missing books were about, Arcana? Well, the records here are usually redacted before they get to us. They are? Makes sense. I told you before. The higher-ups censor them. Oh. But I still remember some of the titles. Let me see. Arcana examines the gap in the shelves. Looks like they're mission records for 2 members of Perilous Siege. So the Forbidden Library was broken into, and records related to Perilous Siege have gone missing. Meanwhile, Kay has been injured and lost her memories, and D is completely MIA. This isn't good. This might go deeper than we initially thought. What was that? Is there some kind of construction going on? I heard they were expanding the Forbidden Library. Yeah, but that's not start to set for a while. Let's check it out. We hurry out of the room to follow the continuous thudding sound. As we run, the noise continues. When we arrive at the main reading room of the Ark's library, we find what seems to be the source of the noise. Okay. Oh geez, sorry about that. Moron is desperately trying to straighten the bookshelves, which have fallen over like dominoes. Oh man, how am I gonna clean this up? Moron? Cadet, are you here to help me? How thoughtful of you. Of course. What are you doing here? What's going on with your outfit? Yeah, I'm looking at that. My outfit? Moron looks down at her clothes. What about it? I've never seen you wear that before. Oh, what I usually wear is the Peony Association traditional garb, but this is what just casual wear. I don't deserve to wear the Peony Association uniform now. Anyways, for this research I'm doing, it's important that people don't know that I'm from the Peony Association. What kind of research would necessitate... Oh. What else? 6-0. Have you made any progress? Moron pulls out an envelope from her pocket. What's this? Missed. This is the room I used to slack. This is the room I use for brief breaks. Make yourselves comfortable. Arcana leads us to a small room connected to the librarian's desk, whereupon Moron, Kay, and I all sit down. By the way, Moron looks like Power when she said 77 plus 33 equals 100. You said your name was Kay. Does Perilous Siege have an interest in this as well? That's none of your business. Then I won't share any information with you either. Cadet, let's talk in private. Moron stands up. Sit down. Don't tell me what to do. You little... Both of you, calm down. Didn't Rosanna mention before about Underworld Queen and Peerless Siege not getting along? Why would we get along with scum like them? They say they punish evildoers, but everyone in the underworld knows the truth. The only people who get a bullet into the head are those who get in the way. We punish those who do wrong and make them pay the price. That is the only path of true justice. Don't talk to me about justice. What you do is the furthest thing from just... Enough, both of you. Moron, can you tell us what you found? We're in a bit of a tough situation now, and any information you have could be helpful. Fine, I'll tell you, but only because you're the one asking. Moron slips back and pulls out a small notebook. According to a recent lead, I found out that mist is being distributed again in the Ark. I did everything I could to track down the suppliers, but it was like they vanished into thin air. I'm telling the truth. I hid myself out of sight and waited for them all to head into their hideout. Once they were inside, I raided the place immediately. But when I did, no one was there. Could there have been a secret passage of some kind? I checked for that too. I ran over that place with a fine-tuned cone and smashed everything, but didn't turn up anything. Could it be... Here's today's breaking news. Traces of illegal drug trafficking were found in an office in the Ark's Western District. The building in question was completely destroyed, leading the ACPU to suspect inter-organizational conflict. Wait, Moran was the one that broke everything! So that was you. She broke the evidence. Huh? What was that? Nothing. So you came to the library to investigate further? No. I ended up apprehending the criminals. They had some mist on them. What? But I don't know what happened. I was chasing after 3 people, 2 men and a woman. The 2 men disappeared, although I have no idea where, and only the woman was left. Wait. Kay, who had been listening silently until that point, interrupts Moran. 2 men and 1 woman, you say? Yeah? Do you know something? Ugh. Kay clutches her head. Kay? What's wrong? Are you hurt? I didn't know Peerless Siege had feelings. Don't worry about it. Just tell me more about the 3 people you were tracking. You said there's only 1 woman left? Yeah. But something bad must have happened to her. She was totally out of it. She kept rambling and saying someone killed her friends. I was barely able to get a coherent sentence out of her, but finally managed to get a rough description of who killed them. I wrote it down and came to the library to try to find more information. Why the library? I'm sure the library has that kind of information. I'm not sure about that. What? I thought you could find anything you needed at the library. Anyway, now that I met up with you guys, it doesn't matter. Should I just tell you the description? Oh, it's gonna be Kate's description, watch. Please! Ahem. Moran clears her throat and flips through her notebook. Female with long black hair. It was impossible to discern whether she was a human or a Nikke. Not much to go on. Exactly, even amongst our small group, you and I already matched the description. Is that it? Of course not. Next, she had a gun with spikes. A kind of pistol, or maybe a submachine gun? A gun in any case. Don't look at me like that. There are a lot of guns with spikes out there. Is there any more? Keep going. That's all I got from her. Figures. Oh wait! There was one more thing. I just forgot to write it down. Apparently the woman was talking to someone on the phone and said something about refusing to carry out an execution and then accepting a choice. A whole bunch of ominous stuff like that. Then something about a righteous judgment and Some other stuff? God! What did you say? Kay grabs Moron's shoulder and glares at her. What did you just say? What's gotten into you? Moron, can we talk with that woman now? Sure, I told her to go lie down for a while. I can go wake her up. Let's go quickly. Lead the way. Okay. This does not bode well. Damn. What in the hell is going on? Moron takes us to the point near where the outer rim and arc are partitioned. This is it. Bing bong. I ring the doorbell and wait for a moment, but there is no sign of anyone inside. Oh, they already killed her ass. I ring the bell a second time, but nothing happens. Could she have left and gone somewhere? Step aside for a moment. Why? That woman was in no stage to go anywhere. That tells me... Yep, she's dead. Huh? I thought your brain was a useless lump, but you're pretty sharp. Guess Underworld Queen isn't so bad for a bunch of lousy chumps. Wow, I had no idea you were capable of complimenting someone. Maybe you're a better person than I thought. You stay here and look after Cadet. I'll go inside. Moron easily breaks down the flimsy door and steps inside. Soon after... We've got a small problem, Cadet. Yep, she's dead. Come inside. Damn. Alright. Yep. Lingering inside the room is a scent I've smelled a few times before. The pungent, metallic scent of blood. Not only that, she's dead. The body of a woman lies on the floor. I was holding myself back earlier because it's you, but this changes things. Now I've gotten involved in this. What in the world is going on? I'm sorry, I didn't know when was the right time to fill you in. I begin to explain everything to Moron. From Kay losing her memories to the Forbidden Library being infiltrated. All the while, Kay silently examines the dead woman's body with sunken eyes. I had no idea it was this serious. I'm sorry for getting you mixed up in this now. Wait. Just a minute, let me think. Oh, she's thinking for once. No way. Moron closes her eyes for a few moments, then reopens them. Fine, I'll help. Are you sure? What about Sixo? Fuck, I forgot what Sixo is. I remember that name. Fuck. It's okay, I'd hit a wall with that anyways. Once I finish helping you and Kay, you two can return the favor and lend me a hand. Okay, thanks, Warren. No need to thank me. What are friends for? Are you two done? I hate to break up the love fest, but perhaps you could spare a moment to look at this. Sorry, I'm finished. What is it? Look at this. Kay points to a wound where the blood is slowly congealing? Does this wound bring anything to mind? While I haven't seen many corpses in my lifetime, this injury does feel familiar. It's a gash. One which seems to have been caused by a knife or some kind of heavy blade. Like an axe, for example. No way. Uh-oh. Just then, footsteps echo behind us. D. Did you do this? D doesn't answer and continues walking towards me. Hold on a minute. Why don't we keep our distance and talk this through? Sensing the tension, Moron steps in front of me, but... Take this. D hands me a phone and steps back. A phone? Why would you... Not good. Dang, I haven't seen D in her regular clothes in a while. Answer it. What if I don't feel like it? As soon as I press the button, a cold and inorganic voice emerges from the speaker. Who is it? Who is this? Oh, what did it say? 7? 7? The judges. D, return to your mission. D bites her lip and briefly glances over at Kay as she heads out of the room. At the doorway, she stops short and stands beside me. Please help her. God damn it, D. I have a mission for you, Ren. It's something you're already quite familiar with, so no explanation will be necessary. When did I start having to do the dirty work? Wait, before that... I'm not taking questions. Justice has no place for it. What? We judges pass judgment. We embody justice. We are justice itself. You must follow and respect this. You are the Ark's salvation, and humanity's as well. You must become an infallible, unwavering symbol of righteousness. All of your past verdicts were the foundation. Those made in the future will be the harvest. And this judgment will be the turning point. A watershed moment, an inflection point, a divergence. The moment in which you realize the true meaning of justice. What if I don't feel like it? So make your judgment. Deny all falsehoods. Eradicate evil. Uphold justice. That is your role and your duty. It is your destiny. The voice brims with more than mere conviction. It seethes with madness. I only now realize that I haven't moved this entire time, and it's only with considerable effort that I can open my mouth to speak. Who is the target this time? Who do you want me to pass judgment on? He's gonna say K. In response to my question, 7 lets out a sigh that seems both regretful, yet also self-satisfied. The target this time... 7 indicates the target is me. What? Also, am I really the right person to be judgment? I'm, hiding a heretic that I saved. But I would destroy the whole Ark for her. So, we're not gonna start trash talking fucking Modernia. Are you sure this is the right way? Kay does not respond to Moron's question. Hey, I said, is this the right way? Most likely, yes. I have a rough idea where the safe house is, so I'll take the lead. Oops. Alright. Watching Kay silently bite her lip reminded me of what just happened. The target this time is me. What? Judges are the embodiment of justice, and so we must always be just. But I have lost my way. The righteous path which I tread has become one of evil. My position can only be inhabited by one with an infallible sense of justice. And so I must be judged, and face judgment. What in the hell is this? You're telling me a judge, one of the upper strata, is the target? And that they're the one putting a hit on themselves? What kind of insane... You already know the answer to the question you're about to ask, Kay. What? You may not know the answer, but you no longer have the privilege. A puppet is not entitled to uphold justice. Is that because Kay is a Nikke? It's nothing so banal as that. Kay has failed us. She has forgotten her mission. She has forsaken the name which was given to her. She has failed time and time again, and become little more than a hollow puppet. What's this? A key? Kay vacantly pulls out an old key from her coat. That will tell you about the path you've walked. It will reveal the truth and the facts. It will reveal my beliefs, my will, and my sense of justice. Kay clenches tightly to the old key in her hand, to which there is a tag attached which reads, Top Secret Archive S1452. Damn, they broke into the archives. We arrive at the Perilous Siege safe house located within the Ark and open the door. A panoply of books, which have clearly been taken from the Forbidden Library, lie scattered around the safe house. Kay doesn't so much as flinch at the sight. It's as if she was expecting it, or already knew. Aren't those the records that went missing? I think so. Uh-oh, I don't think moron looking at these is a good idea, actually. I pick up one of the books. Mission code K53 declassified. Target redacted. Assignment of judgment regarding redacted. Redacted emerged as a major political figure amidst the chaos that spread during the evacuation of the Ark. He initially appeared upright and honest, but he is now believed to have been intoxicated by power and is plotting to overthrow the central government. Refer to attached evidence and conduct further investigation before delivering judgment. For humankind, may justice prevail. This must have been Kay's mission. Mission code D77 declassified. Target Bright Squad. Assignment: gather intel on Bright Squad. Frequent injuries and mission delays have been reported within the squad. Intel suggests the squad leader could be deliberately sabotaging missions. Infiltrate their ranks, go undercover on a mission to the surface, and gather intel. If the squad leader is determined to have been corrupted or otherwise overtaken, a pre-authorization for immediate disposal is granted. If not, focus on intelligent gathering. For humankind, may justice prevail. D. More and more similar entries appear in the book. Cadet, I think you should take a look at this. I open the book Moran handed to me. Mission code V7, or I guess it's 7-1, declassified. Proposal to uphold justice within the Ark and across humanity as a whole. Within the insular society of the Ark, the activities of Perilous Siege proved remarkably effective. All traces of evil within the Ark was soon eradicated. However, evil is the darker side of the coin which must exist for justice to persist. Therefore, a proposal to maintain justice and oversee Perilous Siege has been drafted, which can be seen below. 1. Formation of slums. Originally intended for formation of minor criminal organization and other forms of social instability, but determined to be unnecessary due to the Ark's current structure and atmosphere of the Ark. Priority downgraded. Only periodic monitoring required. The Outer Rim. 2. Formation of pro-Rapture radical groups. Public awareness of Rapture continues to decline. The attached survey suggests this is due to the fact ordinary citizens rarely encounter Raptures personally. Therefore, pro-Rapture radical groups are to receive clandestine support to increase awareness and foment hostility towards Raptures from the general populace. Let's see what's next. 3. Conduct surveillance on Redacted. Oh, that was me 100%. Redacted is a powerful tool, but may fail to understand the judge's concept of justice. As such, it is necessary to, through the use of up-to-date research and indirect means discovered by Redacted, find a way to prevent Redacted from being an impediment in any way. Oh, and never mind, it's talking about K, I think. On July 22nd, X recommended a candidate for this plan. She is a skilled hacker operating under the codename 000000. Proposal passed with 6 votes in favor and 3 against, excluding the proposer. Oh, wait. Covert contact underway. I certainly didn't expect that name to show up here. Oh, never mind. It's talking about when Suyin took over Shifty, and she caught what's her face hacking. Neither did I. But at least we found a lead. I can finally face the Peony Association again. Kay? Kay drops the book that she was reading and starts to tremble. Are you okay? As I move towards Kay, I catch sight of what was in the book that fell to the floor. Or is that V2? I'm gonna just keep saying 7, fuck it. 7-1, mid-report. Mission success rate for general agents and Nikes is under 50%. The plan itself is sound, but the method is flawed. Therefore, one Nikke from Peerless Siege will be deployed on Mission 7-1 as a parallel agent. Codename K gladly accepted the mission. Have you reviewed everything? Yes. We have high expectations for you. That means you have a great responsibility. It's to carry out justice, isn't it? I've been doing that all along. I know the weight of this burden. Confidence is good, but it won't be enough. Then what more is needed? Conviction. An unwavering belief that the path you are walking is righteous. There must not be a shred of doubt. With such conviction, I cannot entrust this mission to you. I thought you were going to say something else. You think I don't have conviction? Do you think I could have done what I've done without it? At any rate, I've seen that they're expanding the library, storing even the most minute of details. That's because records are important. Our mission is to establish a universal form of justice, one which all of humanity can share, recognize, and follow. Spare you the linguistic gymnastics and just tell me to do my thing. I'll show you what justice really is, and I'll do it by any means necessary. Understood. I remember. So that's what happened. I was just a puppet. Completely hollow inside. I didn't have a clue. All I was doing was dancing to someone else's tune. There was nothing righteous about that. Kay, it's not your fault. The judges erased your memory so they could use you. What difference does that make? What does it change? It doesn't wash my hands of the blood I spilled for no good reason. It doesn't change the fact that everything which I believed was justice instead was evil. Moron slams the book she was reading to the floor. Would you can it already? What? Get over here. Moran grabs Kay's arm and drags her out. What the? How come you're so heavy? Where are you going? I have something to show you. What is it? My interpretation of justice. Moron ends up taking us to Fog Hollow. Huh, Moron? Didn't I tell you to take it easy? What are you doing here? I'm stopping by. I'm just stopping by. After a brief chat with Moran, Jin leaves and Moran turns to us. Here, look. Look at what? That. Moran points at the villagers working in tandem with the members of the Pony Association to rebuild the town. I still don't get what your point is. Get a good look. Alright, on to the next place. Oh, I thought that was supposed to be got a good look. Moran once again grasps Kay. This time she drags her to a small hill overlooking Fog Hollow. Look here, too. Moran points to what appears to be dozens of graves. Tell me when you've gotten a good eyeful, then I can start talking again. What is it that you want to say? Moran doesn't answer, and instead picks up a bottle of alcohol placed in front of a grave. She slowly weaves her way through the cemetery, pouring a bit of liquor over every grave. Did you see that? Alright, then I'll start. This is my definition of righteousness. What? You should know. Oh right, maybe you don't because your memory was erased. Anyways, this is what I consider righteousness. No, I remember. Less than 10% of the original residents here survived. What are you talking about? They're not dead. What? Kay stares at the graves, bemused. They're alive, in here. Moran points to her own chest. Everything comes at a cost. When something is rotten, it has to be pulled out by the root. These things are true, but even so, that doesn't mean you can cut people out of your life and act as if they never existed. That's not how it works. I was wondering when you'd finally get to the point. You call that righteousness? I call it hypocrisy. I wouldn't know anything about that. It hurts my head to think about it, but I don't regret it. Not one bit. Destroying this village was something I had to do, and now I carry those people in my heart. It was something that I had to do as a human being. We must fix what is wrong. Or rather, we can fix it. If you step down the wrong path, you can always turn back around. If something is unjust, then you can make it right. If we keep doing that, then I believe that will make this world a better place to live in. To me, that is what justice means. I'm not sure if I know what being okay feels like. My life's been hard, and always will be. It's heavy, but I'm holding up. I believe that I'm doing the right thing. I believe that I'm making this world a better place. It's what makes me able to endure it. It's okay. Well, I've said my piece. I'll go and help the others with the repairs. Thanks, Moran. We're very grateful. Not as grateful as I am to you. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have known what to do next. Anyway, let me know once things are settled. I'll continue my investigation. What do you think of what Moran said? Hearing footsteps behind me, I turned, thinking that Moran had come back. Did you leave something behind? Huh? It's time. Pass your judgment. Yes, it is me, 7. The evil which you must judge. 7 frowns at Kay. You're breaking down faster this time. Are you the one who erased Kay's memory and used her? Yes, I'm the one who erased her memories. I gave the order and granted her plea. What do you mean? I'm afraid you've been mistaking all this time. It wasn't me or anyone else who chose to erase Kay's memories. It was her own decision. Becoming an agent of justice. Becoming a puppet under our control. Erasing her memories. It was all Kay's own choice. And this time, she even tried to eliminate herself. Of course, an agent of justice cannot be undone by a weapon crafted to uphold justice. Even if that agent is a pathetically faulty instrument. So that wound before, neither a pawn nor an agent of justice is permitted to take their own life. That's right, Kay. Your life is no longer your own. You have relinquished control over even that. Kay grits her teeth and lowers her head. The puppet show ends here. I must say, it made for an excellent prelude to the final judgment. Now then, are you ready? I still don't really understand what I'm doing. You have already seen the truth. How the once glorious institution of justice fell. and sank into the mire, only to be tainted and become evil. All the pieces are arranged on the chessboard. All that remains is for you to decide. So, for the cause, and to choose the new king, pass your judgment. Ring ring! Moshi moshi! My phone abruptly starts ringing, startling me. 7, however, looks at me unaffected, as if he had been expecting it. As I pick up, I hear a man's voice on the other end. Hurry up and decide. The stage is set, and the conditions are already met. We may have skipped a few steps along the way, but the end result is the same as it always has been. Now, make your choice. Who are you? Oh, goodness me, I'm getting ahead of myself. Forgive me, it happens once you reach a certain age. Oh, is this X? It's a pleasure to meet you. Let's see, if I were in your position, I'd have you call me X. Now, getting back to what we were discussing, I'm sure you're used to situations like this before. Choose. In the name of justice, deliver your judgment to the one before you, whom you deem unrighteous. I refuse. Oh, and why is that? This time will be different. I won't get involved in this ridiculous political game. A political game, huh? I suppose that's not entirely incorrect. Very well, then, allow me to help you come to a decision. As soon as K has finished speaking, 7 pulls out a handgun from his coat and aims it at K. Small word of caution, don't think for a second I'm bluffing. It's a master's duty to be willing to put down a mad dog which could go wild at any moment. You son of a... Kay stares emotionlessly at the gun pointed at her. Now, it's time to make a decision. So, what's it gonna be? Which one of the unjust will you judge? Fuck! Oh, yeah. I'm sure kill 7 or rescue K. I mean, they're gonna lead to the same spot anyways. Let's do the second one. For the sake of a righteous judgment. 7 lowers his weapon and without a moment's hesitation, turns it on himself and pulls the trigger. This is insane! A splendid choice. Or perhaps I should call you 7. What? A job opening just came up. In light of the judgments you've made up until now, we have decided to offer you 7's position. Ah? There's something strange in X's voice, which makes me uneasy, although I can't quite figure out why. You're standing at another fork in the road. Accept or decline, a binary decision. But is it really? People often delude themselves into thinking that they've made a choice. In most situations, however, everything is already predetermined, including the options available to them. People simply trick themselves into believing there's an alternative. All decisions by the judges are made by vote. Don't get the wrong idea, it's true that we did manipulate you, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a loss for you. Some food for thought, don't you think? I've recently come to know what the judges better. I understand how confusing, even frustrating this must be. Nevertheless, set aside your youthful bluster for a moment. Suppress your emotions and think rationally about which path benefits you the most. That is the only way you can achieve your goal, I promise you. can I ask something? By all means. The decision to have me join the judges, was it unanimous? I'm fairly certain I know at least one member who would be opposed to it. Aren't all decisions made by the judges supposed to be unanimous? X remains silent for too long that I begin to think he is hung up, but then he lets out a deep sigh. I knew it. I was too impatient. I figured that slight nudging and persuasion would be insufficient. At some point, X's voice has changed and now resembles that of a friendly elderly man next door. Oops. I thought he was already speaking like that. I could take it. Allow me to make a correction. First and foremost, unanimity isn't always mandatory for us to make decisions. Sometimes major votes are sufficient. A single person can even push a resolution through, albeit at a great political risk. And to that end, I must admit, this was a decision that I made on my own. But as you can see, it failed miserably, so I will have to lay low for a while. I know what you're thinking. Why is he confessing all this to me? The moment doubt rears its ugly head, it's already over. It's simply a matter of time until the truth is uncovered. Like with K. What do you possibly have to gain by roping me in with the judges? A formidable successor whom I can entrust the future to. What? Have you not been listening to me? I don't have much time left, and the Ark is still in dire need of justice. I must impart my knowledge to a successor while I still can. However, in attempting to do so, I have been dealt a fatal blow. What a disaster. You say that, but you seem quite happy. Of course I am. My successor has grown up splendidly without me having to teach him anything. While we're on the subject, you should consider having a child at some point. After retirement, doting on grandchildren is all we old folks have left. There I go again, saying too much. These kind of things happen when you get old. I hope you understand. We admire young folks and feel proud of them, but we also envy them. So don't test my patience too much. I can't keep this position empty forever. Oh, and one more thing. I have a gift for you. Think of it as a tribute to the victor. What is it? I'll leave Kay's fate in your hands. Kill her, erase her memory, make her a slave, ignore her. The choice is entirely up to you. Thanks, I guess? Kay was just like staring at me the whole time. The call ends. I gaze at Kay, who is looking at me with sunken eyes. Erase my memory. What? Or kill me. Most of that stuff X said was complete nonsense. But there was this element of truth to some of it. Asking me to erase your memory is the same as asking me to kill you. I can't make that kind of decision. That's not who I am. I refuse to choose, or I refuse to choose. This is kind of like me choosing, though. I'm choosing the first refuse to choose, or I'll choose the second refuse to choose. Think about it. I'm choosing the second refuse to choose. Hey, you are not a puppet. You saw those records. I am a bad person by anyone's measurement. All of those deranged orders from 7. I obsessed over how to carry them out more efficiently. I claimed to be making my own judgments, completely unaware that the outcome had already been decided. And you carried them out flawlessly. Despite all of that, you never gave up on life. What? Erasing your memory may be close to dying, but it's not exactly the same. Why is it that you chose to have your memories erased instead of being killed? You want to know my theory? I think you wanted to fix things, somehow. You were in too much pain, and couldn't bear it, so you erased your memories. But even then, you couldn't run. You still wanted to restore judgment with your own hands. In life, we're faced with many imbalances. We pile on additional weight and remove others, attempting to balance the scales. But there is no such thing as perfect equilibrium. Rather than trying too hard to make everything balanced, in times like that, I tilt my head, and then everything looks in order. It's a way to get by and keep living. I'm going. I'll see you later. Tilt your head and compromise. The thorns on Kay's guns spark ominously. There's no lasting damage, just pure pain. Perfect for extracting the truth. The methods used must be clean. There you go again. You're going to be up all night. Remember, clean methods make for a clean resolution. Alright. Stop going about it, clean this and clean that. I'll do things my own way. Even if the means were immoral. Even if you did not act righteously, you still wanted to restore justice. There's more to it than that. I'm a villain, a bloodthirsty, vicious villain. What right do I have to talk about justice? You're on the right path as we speak. What? Moran is just a person. Is she a perfect person? No. She's not without her flaws. But if you were to place her on the scales, they would certainly tip towards the side that's just. Even if others call her a criminal, and despite what occurred in Fog Hollow, she's still a righteous person. That's because she keeps striving to uphold what she feels is right. Up until now, you've left all the decision-making up to me. Now it's time for you to decide, Kay. So, what's it going to be? What's your decision? My decision is... Kay grits her teeth and slowly lifts her head. I really can't stand this. Twisting and smashing words together and to try and force meanings even when it makes no sense. Talking like you know everything when you don't have a clue. I try to kill myself. For goodness sakes, I'm too far gone. This is why I don't like humans. You don't like humans? No. At least, not before. I see. Doesn't seem like much has changed. You're right, nothing has changed, and that's a bad thing. So, it's time we change that, starting now. I'll help. You? How? I'll have to think about it. Hey, looking more at ease, picks the gun up from the floor. Okay, show me then. Let me see for myself. Show me what righteousness is to you. And the road for justice I'm meant to follow. Road for justice, begin. So you couldn't bear the weight of the crown. I knew from the beginning that it would be too much for you. Besides, I haven't removed it. I've only let someone borrow it for a while. Someone willing to carry it in my stead. I've got a pretty good idea who it is. But still, that is very much of your way of doing things. Right. Instead of balancing the scales, I tilt my head. You got a problem with that? No. Not really. Not right now. What matters is whether there's conviction behind your actions. Please, like you're so perfect. So, what happened to your mission? Weren't you investigating that cult? I'm something of a free agent now. So I decided to come and help out. A free agent? Yeah, I'm giving this whole vigilante thing a try. He said that he'd bear all responsibility and that I could do whatever I wanted. He said he trusts me. Heh. Ren's sure is a funny guy. Dee does not answer and taps at her phone. In Kay's pocket, her phone vibrates with a notification. Investigation data. Committed to memory. I guess it hasn't properly started yet. We need to be especially cautious with this mission. Right. They did say they would leave my fate to him. But I'm still not convinced that they'd let me walk away from this. You can still opt out of this if you want. What's gotten into you? Let's go already. We have to make a righteous judgment. What are you looking at? Arcana was telling me all this stuff about self-suggestion. And it's supposed to be effective, so I'm giving it a try. You've changed. Yeah? Ren said nothing changed. Well, I guess I did. Humans change. The same must go for Nikes, who used to be human. I used to hate that. But I've decided not to let it get to me. Not anymore. Dee turns around and walks away without a word. Kay follows. So, where do we start? We need to find someone. What's the name? Deepara. Deepara? Deepara, what the hell? An old man reclines in a luxurious armchair, sipping from a glass. Speak. A male voice flows from the antique headset the old man holds. Already finished? Then what's the agenda for next Monday? Take it easy. Everyone stumbles in the beginning. So, you understand everything that's happened thus far? Are you referring to what Seven was handling? You're mistaken. That's been out of hand for some time. It's already out of our control. I admire your passion that you want to succeed again. But remember, they are simply tools. It does not matter whether they succeed or fail. They simply need to exist. That's all. If you understand that, then you can get to work. There have been some complications, so you need to work that much harder. It's been a long time since I've heard someone recite slogans by rote, certainly not since Seven or automated voice systems. Such a rare trait to find in a young person these days. X pauses as he reaches again for his glass. The more I think about it, the more I like it. For the sake of a righteous judgment. Lord, for justice, and... Last one, baby. So you couldn't bear the weight of the crown. Wait. Oh, no, that was the last one. Okay. What the heck? Yeah, that was the last one. Okay. That was weird. It usually says I'm done with it, right? Am I tripping? Huh. I think that is the last one. Weird. I don't know why, because it usually says end, like beforehand, right? And then it says whatever the heck. Let's see. Where is her event? Let's peep the event thingy. Oh, it's her in the bath. Mary, get out of the way. I went the wrong way. Come on, Mary, get out of the way. Pretty weird. They usually put it like towards the end, but it's like instantly there. Oh well, let's peep the text messages, I suppose. Which doesn't make any sense. Maybe it's with... Oh, Arcana's in here. Moran? Don't you have something to say to me? You too! Huh? Arcana, I can explain. Why can't I find Kay's ID on blah blah? Anyways, try to make excuses now, you two. Go ahead, try me. I ended up cleaning the entire reading room on my own. You better give me a good explanation. Moran did it. Are you going to admit that you are wrong or not? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are you really sorry or just saying that? I'm really sorry. Me too. Something urgent came up and I forgot about the library. Well, I at least appreciate your honesty. I won't hold it against you. Let's consider this matter closed. By the way, Cadet, this is a good chance to check the key. Ah, right, Arcana. Yes, you remember the room we saw earlier? The one with Perilous Siege records? What was the number for that door again? S1452. Moran, who's walking beside Arcana, clicks her tongue disapprovingly upon seeing Arcana's message. Thanks, I'll be in touch. Alright. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but whatever it is, take care. Cadet, thinking back on it, I feel like I rushed out there awfully quick. I don't quite know how to put it. It was like I was caught up in myself. Cadet? Doesn't seem like he's paying attention to his phone. Maybe he's busy. Did something serious happen? Yeah. Well, for Kay at least. Aha. No wonder the ever so kind commander's trying to help out. That's right. Classic commander. Still no response, huh? Are you worried? A bit, yeah. Aren't you? Nah. He promised he'd reach out once things are sorted. And you trust him? Absolutely. For Cadet. He can just get through anything. Then I'll follow your lead. I'll trust that Ren will keep the promise he made to me and wait. What promise did he make with you? That's a secret. Fine, I guess I can't pry too much if it's a secret. Oh, by the way, I just finished what I was working on. Mind if I drop by the library? I want to borrow a few books. And apologize for that mess I made earlier. Sure, come by anytime. Cool, I'm on the way. Oh, she found Kay's thing. Kay! I heard you finally set up a blah blah ID for yourself. Congratulations! Huh? It took her this long? Apparently. I didn't know it was possible for someone not to have blah blah. What's so hard to believe about that? It's the same as texting. I guess you're right. Anyways, why do we even use blah blah? We fell for their marketing. I'm putting that one. It's the vibes. They're totally different with this app. Anyways, now that I've congratulated you, is there anything you'd like to say to me, Kay? Oh boy, here we go. Say what? You knocked over all those bookshelves when you left before. I had to clean it up all by myself. It was awful. Why are you blaming me? That was Moran, not me. Oh, really? Then why am I yelling at you? You tell me. Come to think of it, you chewed me out last time too. That's because you were the one in charge. Just admit that you messed up. Okay, fine. I messed up. And are you sorry? Yes, I'm sorry. Hey, Moran. Care to chime in? Oh, what is it? About what you did at the library. Oh, the library? I borrowed the dinosaur encyclopedia. I couldn't reach Cadet or Kay, so I went to the library and checked out that book. Want to see it? It's super cool. Dinosaurs are seriously awesome. Dude, I like dinosaurs too. I'm done with this conversation. Dude, my favorite dinosaur is the Anki. I love the Anki. That dude's cool. Oh, that's it? Okay. Dude, fuck. I want to sit in this screen while I yap, but I also like the thing. I like in this event how they turned down the volume in the like actual event screen. That shit was way too loud last time for Arcana's event. Dude, there's a lot of lore implications here too. The whole thingy makes sense. I guess that's probably why they can't kill us anymore. They can't just, you know, decide Perilous Siege to just lob off our head because we're too important to the government. I feel like that gives us some immunity, right? But honestly, maybe I know it's probably not a good idea to join them, but that would give us more power in the arc, you know? Probably not the good kind, but we still need to figure out a way to get Marianne back. And political power lead would help. Also, I think that one cutscene with D, I think that was from the original D event. I didn't play that. God damn it. I barely got the end of the Killer Wife event. But like, I never played the D event. Dang it, dude. I still have so much catching up to do. Oh well. I don't mind that. That was a pretty good. I think the lore implications were a bit lower than Arcana's. I think Arcana's was pretty nice lore-wise, but this wasn't bad either. But yeah, I think that's it. Well, let me know what you guys think about K's event and all that stuff, and I will catch you guys later.